All right, y'all. How y'all doing out there? I am reviewing the Wise Watch. That's right, the Wise Watch. Now, I typically don't do reviews unless I'm really moved to, and I've had this watch for a few days now, about 5 days or so. And I figured, there's probably not a lot of content out there, but there's probably been a lot of people asking questions, and I figured I'd add to the list of information or informees out there just to give you all what I think about this watch. Again, this is the Wise Watch 47 by Wise Watch. This is the box it comes in. Pretty simple, nothing, you know, fancy. It's a simple box. Um, Me personally, I, uh, I don't have uh, any reason why I would be interested in a fancy box. This box is plain and simple. They kept it plain and simple. I appreciate that. I know you would too. You saw all sides. I'm not gonna get into unboxing. The watch is already on my hand, but I'll just open the box just for the heck of it. This isn't no 500, $200 to $500 watch. So check this out. This is what comes in the box. The damn watch. This cable, I just stuck it in here just for purpose of the video, but the watch, the cable, and this little guide right here, quick start guide. That's it. Plain and simple. You gotta love it. Now let's get this out the way. We didn't came here. We didn't come here for that. Get this out the way. Close it up. Now it comes with a proprietary charger, as you can see. It has a couple magnets on there. Get the focus on there. Anyway, it has a couple magnets. See if I can adjust this focus for you guys. Here you go. See, just a couple magnets, dipole magnets, and little chargers in the middle. Little pins for the charge in the middle. On the other end, just a USB-A plug. Plug it into the wall, into an outlet. And that's it. It generates the power. Now I'm gonna take the watch off my wrist. Here is the watch, and I'll undo it. You see the band, nothing fancy, just a regular rubber band, rubbery band. This is the back of the watch. Um, it has O2 sensors and heart rate sensor. It would be nice if it could have check your pressure, but it doesn't. Not many watches out there do that, the kind of thing. As you can see, the watch has a little detaching pin right here. You just simply pull, take it off. That makes the bands exchangeable, so you can change them out into a different type of band. That's it for that. Now, what else can I say? Talk about? Okay, so the watch is pretty simple. It has one button on it. This is kind of like the back button. You use it to go back, and that's it. That's all you need. Now, my overall thoughts of this watch is perfect. I give it 6 stars out of 5. It hits all the basics that are necessary for a watch. Okay. In fact, this watch, in my opinion, makes smartwatches obsolete. Now, what do I mean by that? By the way, this watch is $10, y'all. I'm sorry, $20. And I got it on the first batch of orders. I did a pre-order, so mine came this past Friday. Today is the following Thursday evening that I'm recording this video. But like I said, this watch makes those $200, $500, $300 smartwatches obsolete. Now, why would I say that? Because cause I don't have one of those watches, by the way, and I just never. I've always wanted one, but I've been holding off for two reasons. the the length of time that it takes for these watches to hold a charge is only a couple days, maybe 3 4 days, and I just don't like the idea of taking my watch off and charging it up like a cell phone. It's just no, that's not something I like. And also, I don't like the fact that some of the software they use, like I don't like Samsung Tizen or Tizen, however you say it. I don't like Apple's restrictabilities, and I like you know the Google OS Wear, but there's not that many watches out there that have all the things I like. So as I wore this watch, now keep in mind I'm not a smartwatch owner currently. I was in the past. I'm like, why would I even want a smartwatch, $200 $300 smartwatch in the first place? This does everything that a watch should do. It just makes those other watches with all those bells and whistles, it makes you question it. Like, why did I want that again? This does a great job. The battery life is supposed to be 9 days. Like I said, my very first day of using it after a full charge was Sunday. Okay. And it's been 5 days. So that's about 55% of the power should have been used. So I should have about 45% battery power left. Let's check and see where we're at. So I'm just going to push the side button to turn it on. And then I'm going to swipe down. Nope, actually, I'm going to hit the back button. Then I'm going to go to, let me get you in focus. I'm going to show you how to operate the watch. I'm just trying to go straight to the power usage. Okay, so you swipe up, and as you can see right there, focus is not that great on this thing. Okay, turn it back on. So as you can see right there, 65%. This should be saying 44%. So as far as it being a 9-day battery life, right now it's scheduled to outperform 9 days, and that's why I'm excited about this watch. Now, what the heck does this watch do, and why would I like it? Okay, it's nice construction. It's, aluminum glass, curved glass. You can see the curves on there. It's for $20, it's well built. If this was $60, $100, I'd say it's well built for that price. But for $20, you can't complain. What are you complaining about? Okay, so this is they're very limited watch faces, but who cares? I don't care about watch faces, and that's something they can always fix in the future. So right now, you can store about 3 watch faces from your Wyze app on your phone to the watch itself. And I just chose these 3. So basically, you hold that down, it goes into change mode. You swipe to the left. You see right there, you have those 3 dots. So these are the 3 that I have on here. I like to have the digital stuff. And then, on this setup, it has your steps for the day. Now, as far as operation of this watch and why I think it's a killer for anyone wanting a smartwatch, it just kind of kills those desires, is because look at this. You just turn the daggone thing on. By the way, let me put it on my wrist so you can see what it looks like. I got the 47 because why not? $20. I think my wrist is probably looking smaller on camera than it is in person. My wrist is not photogenic, y'all. Haha. Anyway, I'm going to tie it up one more notch there. Okay. So I have it on my wrist. Here's the watch. This is what it looks like on my wrist. 47. All right. Flip up, it comes on. That works. Flip down, you see your notifications, your text messages. You can delete all of your text messages. You can let's see here. I can click on that. You can just touch on a message. It shows the number. It shows the text message. You can't text back, but this is just a notification. It's just convenient. Someone texts you, it comes in, and you're happy. Who cares? It vibrates, let you know a message comes in. Again, that's what you do when you swipe down, you activate your notifications. To delete all your notifications, just scroll all the way down and you hit the delete button and they're all gone. And now it just says messages, no notifications. Hit the back button to go back home. You can swipe to the right and it pulls up a nice array of apps. So what in the world are these apps? Not much. But that's the beauty is you don't need a bunch of apps. This one here, you hit that when you're going to do some exercises and it records your heart rate, it has a timer to let you know how long you're working out. It checks your pace, your calorie, your miles. It has a time notification at the top right corner here. You don't need anything else other than that. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. And you can pause it or stop it. I'm going to go ahead. Actually, it's paused when I did that. I didn't know you could do that. Okay, so you swipe to the right and it pauses the activity. Swipe back to continue. If you want to end it, you hit this button. Oh, it's the same thing. See, we're learning together, y'all. Anyways, to end, you hit the red. You ask if you're sure you want to be finished with your exercise. Check mark, you're done. This one is just sleeping. No, like that's your data. It shows you how much calories you burn for the day, your steps that you've taken. Has a nice little chart. You can see how you did throughout the day. 12 p.m. Was the time that you did the most activity, the most steps, stuff like that. Pretty basic stuff. You don't need all that. I don't even know what else is there to need. And then you have your O2 sensor. You hit that button there. Keep your hand still. It does this little wiggly jiggly video going on there. And voila, it says I am like Superman. Look at this. Look at that. Superman, 99%. Look at that, y'all. All right, you hit reset again to do it again, or X to exit out of it. You have your heart rate monitor. I worked out today. Let's see if my heart rate is still up. I'm guessing 60. Okay, look at that. 59, 58, 57. That's my heart rate right now. Again, you can hit this button here to do it again, or you can hit the other button to the left to exit out, or you can just hit the back button. Do you want to interrupt this? Yes, I'm going to hit X to exit out. What else you got? You got your sleeping. You can check how long you slept and your stages of sleep, your wake time, light sleep, deep sleep. It's basic stuff. What else is there to want? And you can go ahead and set your alarm timer. Really simple to do. You just toggle the switch, and then you can click on it and you can adjust it. You can have a repeat, or you can delete it. All right. Toggle that back off. There's a lot of alarms you can add right there. So you have your alarm clock. Yay! It's not audible. It vibrates, gives you pulses in your arm. Some people say it's weak. I think it's perfect. It's not too strong. It's not too light. It wakes me up. If you're a heavy sleeper, it might not work for you. What else can I tell you about this? Going back to the apps, you have your alarm. You have a timer. You can set timers. You have 1, 3, 5, 10, 30, 60 set timers. And if you want, you can do a custom timer. So hit that button, turns it on. Hit that button, goes into your menu. So we talked about the alarm, we talked about the timer, And this star thing right here, that's just to get you. That star thing is just your favorites. Not a big fan of the favorites. It's very limited at this time. I don't have not set anything to it because it just doesn't seem like it's something I could use at this time. You have, you even have the weather. The weather shows up, y'all. You touch it, you swipe it, you can see the highs and lows for the day for the next few days. The location. This is an old location and it's an old temperature time. So I don't know how to update this. That's one thing I can see that needs some work on. I don't know how often it gets updated. I'm not sure. It's probably what helps keep the battery down, but it will be good if you could, um, set how often it's updated. Maybe you can, and I'm just not aware of it at this time. But I don't really rely on the the weather app because it's seems to be not updated. Going back to the apps again, so we talked about the weather. You go back up, and then there's the settings. You go in your settings. You can change your wallpaper. Um, you can go to heart rate, and then you can click on it. You can have it continuously do it, which is every 5 minutes. Go back. You can adjust your brightness. Right now, I have it on medium. You can do low. You can do medium, and you can do high. I think medium works. Okay, go back. What else can you do in your settings? You can set do not disturb, your raised to wake, your system controls. What is system controls? Okay, if you want to shut it down, restart it, or factory reset. And all the other stuff is just compliance info about. So you've had a pretty much a good walkthrough of this watch. One thing I didn't go into was swiping up. I showed earlier your percentage. You can also, by swiping up, see your location and the temperature for that location. You can from there adjust your brightness, low, medium, high. Put it on medium, and you can go into your do not disturb mode right there. You can go to, you hear that? That's finding your phone. So this is a pretty cool feature if you want to find your phone. You hit that and it alerts your phone via ringtone or vibration, however you have your phone currently set up. Yo, man, that's all there is to it. The watch works fine. It stays on my hand. It gives me reminders. You can set it to give yourself reminders every 52 minutes or so to stand up and stretch to maintain a healthy lifestyle. It's a very little nifty feature that I actually pay attention to. Um, what else do you need a watch to do? Like some comments that I made on Wise was it'd be nice to have a little toner beep um, option. I don't think that costs much to add that to the phone. Just a little toner beeping. That's always a nice, inexpensive feature to add. But if it costs $1 or two more, you can leave it off. I'm fine with it just the way it is. What else can I say that's the downside? Man, if they made this thing touch and pay, I don't know if that's gonna change the software operating system and then make it more expensive. But I think if this was a touch to pay type of NFC watch for $20, maybe $25, I'd say game over. Guys, you can't compare this watch to a $200, $300, $100, um, smartwatch. It's not in that category. It's not in that class. So it's not worth comparing. But I would say this again, that having this watch, I have no desire for a 200, 500, $100 smartwatch. This watch made me realize that this is it. And this should be a new class of watches, and they probably have others like it, but it's probably in the $50 range. But $20 from Wise, good quality. It does what it's supposed to do. It tells the time. I can check my heart rate, my O2. I can set an alarm. I can check the weather. I can get notifications on my watch if someone's calling, and it'll show up. Um, I can see my text message notifications. Now, what you can't do is you can't make any calls from the watch. You can't surf the internet. It's not um, it's not Wi-Fi. It does have Bluetooth that connects to your phone. I think that's how the messaging is transmitted. But man, this is a it surprised me that sometimes you're so caught up on technology that once in a while something like this comes around and it smacks you right in the face and made you realize that you don't need all that stuff. You have your phone, it's powerful, it has all that stuff on there. Why would you need it on your watch? So potentially, if they make another version of this watch and it's a $30 version, I would like to see GPS. I would like to hear a tone. Um, I would like Wi-Fi. I'd like to be able to see my Wyze cameras, um, like actually see live video on this watch. And I think that's about it. I wouldn't want anything else because I don't want the price to go higher, and there's nothing else for me to want this thing to do. So anyway, guys, you have a real life person, a real candid reviewer giving it to you straight. And is this watch worth $20? Yes, this is worth $80. Nah, I'm lying. But if I paid $50 for this, I'd be equally as happy. So I'm super happy. $20 for this. It's worth buying for buying for your kids, your mother, your father who wants to check his heart rate and O2, and it's just a no brainer. $20, why not? It does everything you need it to do, and whatever else it doesn't do, who cares? You got a phone. I love it. I recommend it. Go get that watch, man. Right now they're sold out. When the opportunity strikes, jump on it. Good product by Wyze. Thank you, guys.